Okay, so the next question is explain the concept of closure. So a closure is a function which is defined inside the parent function. This closure function has access to variables that are declared and defined in the parent function scope. So the closure has access to variables in the below three scopes. That is, the variables declared in their own scope, variables declared in a parent function scope, variables declared in the global namespace. Okay, so let's check this program here. So I have this function called as create counter, which internally contains the function my function. So I have this counter variable which is declared in the create counter function. So this counter is initialized to 0. So in the my function I'll be incrementing the counter values and I'll be returning the counter. Okay, so this log is just to intimate us that we are in this particular function when the function is getting executed. Okay, now let's come to this part. So we have this create counter function. We are calling this create counter function, which will be returning my function to increment. Okay, and then what I'll do, first time I'll use increment. I'll call increment function. The control goes here. I'll be incrementing the counter to 1. So C1 will be containing 1. I'll be returning the counter from the increment function, that is through the my function. Second time I'm calling the increment function. So this function will get executed. It will increment the counter to 2 and that counter is returned to C2. So C2 contains 2. Third time I'll be calling the increment function. The control comes here. The counter value is incremented to 3 and 3 is put into C3. And finally I'll be printing the values of C1, C2 and C3 using the log function. Okay, so let's execute this program. So if you observe the console output here, so first time we called the create counter function. The control came here. Okay, and we were able to print the log calling outer function as we see here. And then what happened, this create counter function did not actually execute the my function. It has got my function in it. It plainly returned my function to this increment. And then we call the increment function. The control went to my function and hence we were able to see this particular string calling in a function. Okay, so we incremented the counter from 0 to 1. So 1 is put into C1. We return the counter from my function. Second time we call the increment function. Okay, so the control came here. We were able to print this log calling in a function here. Second time we incremented the counter to 2. 2 is returned. Now 2 is present in C2. Then again we call the increment function. The increment function passed the control to my function. So we were again able to see calling in a function string here. Counter is incremented from 2 to 3. 3 is put into counter. So that counter value is returned. Now using the log function we are printing the values present in C1, C2 and C3, which is nothing but 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this is how the closures work in JavaScript.